Before we jump into this one, I just wanted to say I am sorry. I actually thought I was recording when I wasn't, so if the video seems shorter than it was intended to be, that is why. Did not record over certain sections. So, anyway, all of the major stuff is still there. Hope you enjoy.
Hey everybody! Today's going to be a cool one. I have some very cool material that I am going to be making a carving out of. It's awesome. I'm sure you've heard of it before, but yeah. Let's just take a look at it. So, I bought myself a little piece of Opalite. Opalite is synthetic opal. Lower grade synthetic opal, and it's pretty much just fancy glass, honestly, if we're being serious. But it's really, really pretty. And you can make some very cool stuff with it. So I think we're going to do a carving. First things first, I need to flatten that bottom a little more. Start it a little bit. This stuff is surprisingly soft, so yeah, should be good for carving. Alright, so we've got a nice flat base on it, which is going to help. There's actually a little bubble in there, which is fine. I think the way it's going to carve out, it should be no problem at all. So, I asked Alexis what I should carve out of this, and she said it looked frosted. So, clearly something, Arctic. So, probably should logically carve, an ice dragon. And it should look pretty cool. This stuff is amazing. It's gorgeous when it has a polish on it. You can see when it's wet. It's just beautiful. Alright, so we've got it pretty much rough shaped on this axis, at least on the profile. You can see it's starting to get a little penguiny. Still need to thin it down, but we're going to need to follow the contours because the wings are obviously going to need to be out a little bit farther. And I figured to make things easier, instead of trying to look at a picture the whole time I'm doing it, I just went out and got, this. So I have an actual 3D model now. So we are going to just start thinning down the back and start working on that profile a bit. And yeah, it's really that easy. This stuff is so cool. One thing that is important when you're doing carvings, especially three-dimensional carvings, is keep redefining your center line, because it is crucial to remain oriented the whole time you're carving. Because yeah, obviously every time you do any shaping, it gets carved off. So yeah. This is, by the way, some very strange stuff. I thought it was glass, which I know some opalite is actually, glass, like opal simulant, but this particular opalite I think is actually resin, because it's carving like resin, but it's just hard as glass, so I don't know, it's weird. Another weird thing about it is, I'm putting no pressure at all while I'm carving, like none at all. And it's clearly water fed, you can see this over here, but it somehow still managed to completely strip this diamond burr clean, which I don't fully understand. I've carved agate that doesn't abrade that much. It's weird. It's like really, really soft, but also very abrasive. I don't know. It's strange. So we have achieved step one, which is create the rough shape of a penguin, of an Arctic beast. So now it's just going to be some refining. Like there's too subtle of a curve right here. We need to make him some shoulders. And a little chunky at the moment, so probably need to thin the back down a bit, and it'll need to come in right here quite a bit, and then thin the head a bit more. So yeah, in short, we just need to refine the shape, and then after that we can start adding detail. Alright, you can see the shape is starting to come together a lot better now. I'm probably going to thin down the chest a bit more. The back is where I want it to be, I think, but it's still a little chunky. Also, you can see that it's not perfectly round, and penguins are basically just Arctic feather tubes, so it needs to be a perfect circle on its cross section, which it's not yet. But at this point, I need to start getting into finer detail to actually refine the shape further. So yeah, let's get on with that. Alright, we are coming up on the... What could this be from, you ask? Well, you'll have to wait and find out. It is very messy, though. Anyway, though, we are on the home stretch. We've got the wings perforated. Definitely don't want to separate them all the way yet because there's still more work to be done. And yeah, you don't want to have those wings break before you're finished. And we got the toes separated. We'll probably do that carving with, I just had them out. Some diamond files, just because, yeah, it's going to get a little touchy. We got to do the beak, and I think it's just refining the profile a bit. It's almost there, though, and then we can start really adding in the detail. And again, the separating the wings completely will be absolutely last. So, we've got pretty much all of our rough shaping and refining done. So, while these are still connected, I'm going to go ahead and start polishing. Because, yeah, I want to separate those wings pretty much last, because they're going to be really fragile once they, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, let's get to it. Alrighty, well, there you have it. Actually, looks really good, I think. Came out really well. Only regret is not buying more of this stuff when I had it in front of me, because, yeah, it is really, really nice to work with. Carves really nice, and it's just beautiful. It's funny, when you get a nice dark backdrop, it's just such vivid color, and then the moment you turn a light on behind it, you can see just how clear the stuff is. I love that little wispy patch. The impurities actually look awesome. And yeah, didn't do anything on the bottom side because we wanted to make sure it had a nice flat base to stand on. But yeah, I think it came out looking great. Maybe we ought to go online and see if we can find some bigger pieces, because with how little those eggs were that I had to work with, yeah, options are kind of limited. But I know you can buy much larger pieces of opalite, so yeah, maybe we should do that. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this material in the future, let me know and I'll go on the hunt for some bigger pieces. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for this one. Again, let me know down in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing more of this material in the future. It's a lot of fun to carve with, and I'm sure if I try hard enough, I could probably find some bigger chunks to work with. But yeah, again, that's going to do it for this one. If you would like to buy some rocks, fossils, shells, and I'm sure I've got some other stuff in there, check out my Etsy store. I'll link to that in the description, as well as to my Facebook group and Instagram, where I try my best to post daily. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do this kind of stuff all the time, so there's no shortage of this kind of content. But yeah, again, I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll have another one out very soon.